If a man truly loves you, these 5 signs will prove its Stoic life lessons, Stoicism. As Marcus Aurelius once said, love is the beauty of the soul. But let's get one thing straight, real love isn't hidden or complicated. It's not something you have to chase or beg for. When a man truly loves you, you'll never have to wonder. His actions, his presence, his consistency will tell you everything you need to know. This is where the modern Stoic mindset comes in. A man who embodies the Win Stoic mentality understands that love is shown through commitment, respect, and emotional stability, not empty words. In this video, we're diving into 5 undeniable signs that a man's love is real. So, let's get into it and uncover the truth together. Number 1, he protects your heart and peace. Love can be an elusive thing, but when a man truly loves you, it's evident in every action, every gesture, and every word. However, how do you differentiate genuine affection from fleeting feelings? As you navigate through life's complexities, there are timeless principles that can shed light on what real love looks like, particularly when viewed through the lens of Stoicism. Stoic life lessons remind us that love isn't just about passion, it's about protection, peace, and emotional maturity. Here are the 5 signs to help you identify if a man truly loves you, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. When a man genuinely loves you, he doesn't just protect you physically, he becomes the guardian of your emotional and mental well-being. His love becomes a haven where peace is preserved and your heart is safe from harm. A truly loving man does not bring turmoil into your life or engage in games that make you question your worth. Instead, he seeks to create an environment where your soul can rest, free from unnecessary conflict or doubt. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and a man who loves you deeply will work to ensure that your thoughts are nurtured with care and respect. In the chaotic world we live in, his presence should offer comfort, providing a space where you are never forced to doubt your value. He supports your inner peace, and through this steadying force, you find the space to flourish. In a world where emotions can be fleeting and actions can be misleading, a man who loves you truly understands the Stoic principle of self-control and commitment to virtue. It's not just about moments of passion or grand gestures, it's about consistency. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. A man who loves you protects your heart by keeping his emotions steady and his intentions clear. He won't manipulate your feelings or leave you second-guessing his loyalty. Rather, he remains steadfast and predictable, offering you the stability that is the foundation of true love. This isn't the excitement of a fleeting romance, it's the security of a long-lasting partnership built on mutual respect and understanding. Moreover, a man who truly loves you doesn't need to create turmoil to assert his place in your life. Instead, he embraces the Stoic belief that acceptance of fate and understanding that peace comes from within. The challenges of life will come, as they do for everyone, but when he loves you, he shields you from unnecessary strife. The words of Seneca resonate deeply here. The greatest remedy for anger is delay, meaning that true love requires patience, reflection, and emotional maturity. He doesn't react impulsively to conflicts but approaches them with a calm demeanor, ensuring that the relationship doesn't suffer due to emotional outbursts or rash decisions. In a healthy, loving relationship, this man becomes the one who helps you find your balance, especially when the world seems off kilter. His presence allows you to feel secure in your own peace, helping you navigate the noise and distractions of modern life. He doesn't play the victim in situations, nor does he blame you for the storms of life. Instead, he carries the weight of his responsibilities, shielding you from unnecessary burdens, much like the Stoic warrior who stands firm in the face of adversity. Through his actions, you understand the essence of love as a steadfast commitment to the well-being of another, one that transcends superficial gestures and focuses on building a life based on trust and mutual care. In today's world, with distractions everywhere and emotions often running high, it's easy to mistake a fleeting connection for true love. But the Stoic life lessons guide us to recognize that love, in its most authentic form, is protective, grounded, and resilient. A man who loves you in the Stoic sense is not only your protector, but also the keeper of your peace. His love isn't a source of anxiety or fear, but one of empowerment and tranquility. It is this unwavering commitment that allows you both to grow, knowing that your hearts are secure in each other's care and that nothing can shake the foundation of your bond. Number 2, he shows up consistently. When a man truly loves you, you'll never have to question his feelings. Love isn't just about words, it's about actions, and those actions are consistent. A man who is genuinely invested in you doesn't show up only when it's convenient or when he feels like it. He shows up every day, in both the small moments and the big ones. Whether you're facing challenges or enjoying the good times, he's there. And it's not just about physical presence, but about emotional presence too. A high-value man understands that commitment is not a temporary feeling, but an ongoing responsibility. His love for you doesn't fluctuate based on his mood or circumstances. It's a steady force, grounded in his actions. This is one of the clearest signs that he's fully invested. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, "I love you," but their actions didn't match their words? It's easy for someone to make promises or express feelings in the moment, but true love requires consistency. The Stoics often spoke about living according to our principles and values, regardless of what happens in life. As Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." A man who loves you consistently isn't just saying he loves you, he's living it out day by day, choosing you even when life gets hard or when there are distractions. In a world where people often make promises but fail to follow through, a man who shows up for you consistently proves his worth. This steady presence is a cornerstone of true love because it reflects emotional stability and a commitment to you, not just in the good times, but when life gets complicated too. This principle applies in real life as well. Think about the men you admire, whether it's a father, mentor, partner. The men who are consistently reliable, who show up when they say they will, and who are present in the moment, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, are the ones who make the biggest impact. These are the high-value men who understand that their words mean nothing without action to back them up. They take responsibility for their commitments and treat them with the seriousness they deserve. This type of consistency doesn't just show up in romantic relationships, but in friendships, work, and any part of life that involves trust and mutual respect. So, take a moment and reflect. When was the last time someone made a promise to you, but their actions didn't align? Did it make you trust them less, or did it create doubt in their sincerity? In contrast, when has someone shown you they cared just by showing up when you needed them the most? How did that make you feel? These are the moments that reveal who we truly are and whether we can rely on someone. In relationships, it's the same thing. A man who truly loves you will show up consistently, not just when it's easy or convenient. His presence, both physical and emotional, will be a constant in your life, and his actions will always match his words. This kind of consistency builds trust, strengthens emotional bonds, and proves that his love for you is real and enduring. So if you're ever in doubt, look at his actions. Does he show up for you, even when it's tough? Does he make the effort day in and day out? If the answer is yes, you've found a man who is truly invested in you and who is living a stoic life lesson of commitment and reliability. And if he's not showing up consistently, it's time to reevaluate whether his love is genuine. Remember, love isn't just about words, it's about showing up every day. If you are ready to have a solid relationship where your man is always there for you and will be there for you, comment below. I deserve consistency and true love. Number 3, he makes you a priority. When a man truly loves you, there's no guessing about where you stand in his life. You won't feel like an afterthought or someone he only turns to when it's convenient for him. Instead, you'll know that you're at the top of his list. It's easy to say I love you, but love is proven through actions, not words. In a world that is constantly busy and filled with distractions, true love doesn't just show up when it's convenient, it shows up consistently, no matter what life throws at him. A man who truly loves you will make the effort to prioritize you, no matter how hectic his schedule is. He won't leave you waiting in the wings or make you feel like you're secondary to everything else. Instead, he'll carve out time for you in his day, plan ahead, and make sure you know you matter. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This statement perfectly encapsulates how a man who loves you will act. It's not enough for him to just tell you he loves you or express his feelings in passing. He will show you through his actions. The commitment to make you a priority in his life is the true measure of love. He doesn't need to prove it with grand gestures, but by making you feel seen, heard, and valued through his everyday actions. When a man loves you, he will prove it, not just through words, but through consistently making time for you and ensuring you're a priority. Think about a time when someone claimed they cared about you but never seemed to make time for you. Perhaps they were too busy or constantly distracted, making you feel like an option, not a priority. How did that make you feel? Probably frustrated, confused, and maybe even a little hurt. That's because love isn't about occasional attention, it's about consistent care, respect, and making the other person feel like the most important part of your life. A man who loves you will make space for you, not just in moments when it's easy, but even when life gets complicated. His actions will speak louder than any words he could say. True love is about the small, everyday moments, texting to check in, making a phone call after a long day, or prioritizing you even when there's a lot going on. These actions, although simple, demonstrate love in its purest form. They show that you are valued, that you matter, and that you are not just a passing thought in his day. It's easy to feel neglected in the busyness of life, but a man who loves you will make sure you never feel like you're on the back burner. He will put in the effort, not just when it's convenient, but always ensuring that you feel cherished and prioritized. Reflect on your current relationships. Do you feel like you're a priority in their life, or are you constantly waiting for them to show up for you? Are you made to feel valued by their actions, or do you feel like you're just an option when it's convenient for them? This is an important question to ask yourself, because love should never be about chasing after someone or hoping they make time for you. True love is about making someone feel like they are the most important part of your world. A high-value man knows this, and he makes the effort to ensure that the person he loves feels prioritized. This is a Stoic happiness principle at its core, to focus on what truly brings meaning and fulfillment in life, and not just on what's easy or convenient. As the Stoics also said, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. When you are prioritized by someone, it's a sign that they value what they can control: their actions, their time, and their emotional investment. It's this mindset that shows you that you are not just a fleeting interest, but someone who is deeply valued. So, if you ever find yourself questioning someone's love, ask yourself, do their actions show that I am a priority? If the answer is no, it might be time to reconsider your place in their life. You don't settle for being an option when you deserve to be a priority. True love isn't about waiting for scraps of attention, it's about receiving consistent care and respect. And that's the foundation of a healthy, fulfilling relationship. Number 4, he supports your growth. When a man truly loves you, his love isn't confined to who you are right now. Instead, it is deeply rooted in a profound understanding that love is about growth as individuals and as a partnership. He knows that true love is not about holding you in place or keeping you the same. It's about being your partner on a shared journey as you evolve. True love supports you in that journey, and it is most alive when both partners grow together, each discovering their best selves in the process. This kind of love doesn't feel threatened by change, rather, it welcomes it and sees it as an essential part of life. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." His belief in your personal development is integral to the relationship itself, and it fuels his commitment to support you as you continue to grow. Instead of trying to control your progress or feeling threatened by it, he celebrates it. He sees your growth as an opportunity, not a threat, and believes that the best version of you is something to be cherished, not feared. This type of man understands that love isn't about possession, it's about partnership. In this partnership, both people are free to grow and evolve without the fear of being left behind or abandoned. In today's world, where insecurity and fear often cloud relationships, the idea of a partner supporting your growth can feel increasingly rare. However, a man who truly loves you will never feel the need to shrink your success or growth in order to make himself feel secure. His sense of self-worth is grounded in his own journey, and he understands that your growth doesn't diminish him, it enriches both of you. He will encourage you to take on new challenges, pursue your dreams and develop new skills, knowing that your development only strengthens your bond. His love is unconditional and unselfish, not based on you staying in the box he's created for you, but on your freedom to explore life to its fullest. His support is steadfast, never contingent on you being the version of yourself he is most comfortable with. Instead, he is genuinely excited to see you evolve and to witness the person you're becoming. As Seneca wisely stated, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." A man who loves you will never put limitations on your potential. Instead, he will inspire you to push through your boundaries, to dare greatly, and to embrace your evolution as passionately as he does his own. This type of man is your equal, truly. He knows that love isn't about keeping one partner in their place or stifling their growth because of insecurity or fear of being overshadowed. Instead, love is about walking side by side, each person challenging the other to become the best version of themselves. Both partners should elevate one another in a continual process of personal development, each offering encouragement and strength in their shared journey. Just as Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. A man who truly loves you isn't threatened by your ambition. Rather, he feels joy in watching you grow, in seeing you become the best version of yourself. His admiration for your progress comes from a place of deep respect and love, not out of selfish desire, but from a genuine, selfless place. He doesn't fear the expansion of your potential. He delights in it, knowing that it is a reflection of the love you share. Ultimately, a relationship that supports your growth is not about demands or conditions. It is about creating a space where both individuals can flourish, both independently and together, where growth is seen as a beautiful, natural process and not something to fear. Modern relationships often overlook this vital aspect, but it is one of the most important ingredients for long-term happiness and fulfillment. A truly loving relationship allows both partners the freedom to evolve, to explore their passions and ambitions without the fear of judgment, rejection, or stagnation. By embracing the Stoic principle of mutual support and encouragement, love becomes a powerful force for both individuals to be their fullest selves. A man who truly loves you in this way doesn't feel diminished by your success. Instead, he sees it as a shared victory, a testament to the strength, resilience, and love you both cultivate together. The strength of your partnership is reflected in your ability to push each other to be your best, to support each other in the face of obstacles, and to celebrate each other's accomplishments as a collective triumph. True love in this context is not a zero-sum game. Rather, it is a relationship where both individuals thrive and the union is made even stronger through each person's growth. This is the foundation of a healthy, loving relationship that can weather any storm, not because of a static commitment to the present, but because both individuals are constantly striving to be better, to do better, and to support each other on the journey of life. Such a partnership doesn't just survive, it thrives, and in that thriving, the love shared only grows stronger. This is the essence of true love, love that helps you grow, love that celebrates change, and love that stands firm in the face of life's inevitable challenges. This is the love that you deserve. Number 5, he shows love through actions, not just words. When a man truly loves you, his love won't just be expressed through empty words or fleeting promises. It will be demonstrated through his daily actions. We've all heard the words "I love you," but have you ever been in a situation where someone said those words but their actions didn't match up? It feels hollow, doesn't it? True love isn't something that's only spoken, it's something that's lived and shown through consistent, meaningful actions. A high-value man understands that words can easily be said, but it's his actions that truly prove his love, respect, and commitment to you. This is the foundation of a strong and lasting relationship, trust built not on grand gestures, but on the small, everyday things that show he values and cares for you. Whether it's taking the time to check in on you when you're feeling down, showing up when you need him the most, or simply being present without distractions, these are the actions that speak volumes. Think of the Stoic life lesson: the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, as Marcus Aurelius put it. In a relationship, the quality of the connection depends not on what's said, but on what is consistently done. A man who truly loves you doesn't just talk about love, he shows it in the way he makes time for you, in the way he listens to your needs, and in the way he supports you in your goals. Love isn't about grand gestures or saying the right things at the right time. It's about the quiet, consistent actions that prove he's there for you, no matter what life throws your way. Take a moment and reflect. Have you ever been in a relationship where words were said, but the actions didn't match? How did that make you feel? You probably began to feel unsure, disconnected, or even frustrated because you realize that words alone can't create the foundation for a strong, lasting bond. Now, think about the relationships where the person's actions lined up with their words. How did that change the dynamic? That's the difference between surface-level attraction and a deep, meaningful connection. When a man shows love through actions, he creates a sense of security and trust that words alone can't provide. It's in the small gestures like offering help when you need it, making an effort to be present in moments that matter, or simply respecting your time and space that his love is most clearly shown. High-value men don't rely on words to define their relationships. Their actions speak louder than any promise or declaration. They understand that real love is built on reliability, consistency, and respect, not just on romantic phrases. So, if you're ever unsure about someone's feelings, ask yourself, are their actions aligned with their words? Do they show up for you, not just when it's convenient, but when you really need them? This is the real measure of love, the way someone consistently demonstrates their care and commitment. As you move forward in relationships, always remember that actions are the true reflection of a man's intentions. If his actions speak louder than his words, you can trust that his love is genuine and lasting. This is one of the key principles of living a life based on Stoic philosophy, aligning your actions with your values and words, and being true to your purpose, whether in love or in life. A man who understands this principle will always show up for you, not because he has to, but because he wants to, because it aligns with who he is as a person. If you're ready to realize that true love is shown through actions, not just words, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, I believe in actions, not just words. Thanks for watching. Realizing true love is more than just words and fleeting gestures. It's about consistent action, emotional maturity, and deep respect. By understanding these key signs, you can see the depth and authenticity of love in your relationship. At Win Stoic, we believe in using the wisdom of modern Stoicism to build meaningful and lasting connections. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our future content. Stay strong, stay committed, and keep winning with Stoic principles. Things to notice to recognize true love. When a man truly loves you, his love is not only expressed through sweet words, but also through actions and presence in everyday life. The signs of true love are not always easy to recognize, but if you pay attention, you will see small but profound actions that show that he truly appreciates and cherishes you. In Part A, we explored the obvious signs of true love, from protecting your heart to consistency in affection and prioritizing you in his life. However, to better understand true love, we need to look at other important factors that you need to pay attention to, helping to identify a man who truly loves you. Number 1, he doesn't disappear when things get tough. In the modern world of quick fixes and fleeting relationships, we often find ourselves questioning what true love really looks like. But if a man truly loves you, his actions will reveal more than just words. His commitment will stand the test of time. Let's explore 5 signs that prove his love is genuine, anchored in the wisdom of Stoic life lessons. When we talk about true love, we often think about romance, sparks, and unforgettable moments, but real love, as the Stoic philosophers would argue, is about enduring commitment and emotional resilience. As the great epic Titus once said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. One of the clearest signs that a man genuinely loves you is his unwavering presence, especially during difficult times. Love is not about avoiding problems or escaping discomfort. It is about facing challenges together with strength and grace. If a man disappears when things get tough, it's a clear indicator that his affection may not be as deep as you thought. True love is rooted in trust, respect, and resilience, and a man who truly loves you will not run from adversity. Instead, he will stand by your side, ready to face the storm with you. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the illusion of love that is portrayed in movies or social media, love that only seems to flourish when things are perfect. However, love tested in hardship reveals its true form. A man who stays by your side during tough times isn't just showing you his loyalty, he's demonstrating his ability to navigate the complexities of life, grounded in the Stoic life lessons that encourage individuals to find strength in adversity. This doesn't mean he won't face challenges of his own, or that everything will always be easy, but his dedication to you and the relationship remains steadfast. A man who is committed to you will never make you question his feelings, even when life presents obstacles. Instead of disappearing or retreating into himself, he will be there, engaging with you emotionally and physically, offering support, listening without judgment, and helping you find solutions. He won't leave when things get hard, because his love for you isn't conditional. It's a choice rooted in his sense of duty, personal integrity, and respect for what you share. In the same way that the Stoics practiced self-control and fortitude in the face of life's difficulties, your partner will maintain these qualities, proving that his love for you is built on a solid foundation, not on fleeting emotions. In a small town in the heart of America, there lived a man named Jack. He was known for his calm demeanor, unwavering principles, and loyalty to the people he loved. Jack had worked as a carpenter for most of his life, a profession that required not just skill, but also patience and resilience, qualities that extended to his personal life. Jack had been with his wife Emma for nearly a decade. Their relationship had begun like many others, with laughter and joy, but it was not long before life presented its trials. Emma was diagnosed with a serious illness, and though Jack was faced with uncertainty and fear for her health, he never once faltered in his devotion to her. One evening, as Emma lay in bed, exhausted from the treatment, Jack sat beside her, silently holding her hand. The room was quiet, save for the soft sound of the wind outside. Emma looked at him and asked Jack, "Why do you stay? Why do you keep fighting through all of this?" Jack smiled, but it wasn't the usual carefree smile he wore. It was steady, determined. "Because love isn't about avoiding hardship," he said, his voice calm and full of quiet strength. "True love is about standing together when things are tough. It's about showing up, not because it's easy, but because it's right." Emma, teary-eyed, squeezed his hand. She had always admired Jack's ability to stay grounded, his stoic nature that never seemed to waver, even in the face of uncertainty. His love wasn't conditional on good times, it was steadfast, rooted in the understanding that life would test them, and they would face those tests as one. As the days passed, Jack never left her side. He handled every challenge with patience, tending to her needs, listening when she spoke, and offering his support without hesitation. Even when the road ahead seemed dark, he was there steadfast, like the oak trees that lined the countryside. Emma began to realize that true love wasn't something that could be defined by moments of fleeting happiness or brief infatuation. It was something deeper, something stronger, something that withstood storms and still held on tight. Jack's love for her wasn't built on temporary emotions, but on the principles of duty, respect, and unwavering commitment, qualities he had learned not just from his upbringing, but from the Stoic philosophy he held dear. Dear. It's not about avoiding life's struggles, he would often say. It's about how we choose to rise above them together. Relating this to modern life, think about the times when relationships are tested, whether it's dealing with a job loss, family conflict, or unexpected health problems. In these moments, many people feel isolated or overwhelmed, but a partner who truly loves you will rise above the chaos, offering stability and comfort. He will not shy away from difficult conversations or abandon you when things are uncertain. Instead, he will support you in tangible ways, even if that means simply being present and offering emotional reassurance. To win Stoic in love, one must embrace the idea that true connection goes beyond the honeymoon phase or the ease of good times. It's about forging a bond that's strong enough to endure hardship, and this requires emotional maturity, patience, and commitment. The Stoics believed in accepting life's difficulties with grace, and this philosophy applies directly to relationships. A man who truly loves you will understand that love is not about always feeling happy or carefree, it's about resilience and showing up when you're needed most. So, if your partner faces adversity by your side and helps you navigate life's challenges with wisdom and compassion, you can be assured that his love is genuine, deeply rooted in the Stoic ideals of loyalty, courage, and fortitude. Number 2, he doesn't make you feel alone in the relationship. When a man truly loves you, one of the clearest signs is that he never lets you feel alone in the relationship. Relationships are built on mutual effort and emotional support, and a high-value man knows that love isn't a one-way street. If he loves you, he will carry the emotional load with you, sharing both the burdens and the joys that life throws your way. Think about it. Have you ever found yourself giving everything you have to someone, only to feel like you're carrying all the weight on your shoulders while they just stand by? That's not love. It's emotional imbalance. A Stoic life lesson tells us that love should be rooted in balance and shared responsibility. This doesn't mean that every moment will be perfect or that there won't be challenges, but a man who values you will always meet you halfway. He'll support you when you're down, listen to you when you need someone to talk to, and stand by your side in times of hardship, offering a comforting hand rather than pushing you to face things alone. Think about a modern-day example. Perhaps you're in a committed relationship and you've had a stressful week at work. You're exhausted, mentally drained, and need a shoulder to lean on. Instead of retreating into his own world, your partner reaches out, takes on some of your burdens, and ensures that you have the space and support to recharge. This is what it means to be a high-value man. In a relationship, he's there for you, not just in the good times, but especially when life gets tough. A man who truly loves you doesn't make you feel like you're constantly the one doing all the work, emotionally or otherwise. He listens, he cares, and he gives just as much as you do. Have you ever been in a relationship where it felt like you were doing all the emotional labor while your partner was distant or unavailable? How did it make you feel? It's important to recognize that love should not feel like a burden you carry on your own. Instead, it should feel like a partnership where both people are invested in each other's well-being and happiness. A Stoic life lesson reminds us that love is not just about passion and affection, it's about respect, effort, and shared commitment. High-value men understand that love requires continual effort and support, and they strive to show up as equals in the relationship. In any healthy relationship, both partners should feel emotionally safe and supported. If you feel like you're the only one putting in effort, it's a red flag. True love is reciprocal. It's a balance of give and take, where both people feel seen, heard, and cared for. If you're the one carrying all the emotional weight, it might be time to reconsider the dynamics at play. A high-value man won't let you carry that burden alone. Instead, he will be there for you, emotionally, mentally, and physically, ready to take on whatever comes your way together. The lesson here is clear: don't settle for someone who doesn't meet you halfway emotionally. If you're in a relationship where you feel alone, it's important to have a conversation with your partner about your needs. A relationship built on true love will always involve both partners putting in equal effort to support one another. High-value men understand this balance and work to ensure their partner feels loved, supported, and never alone in the relationship. Always remember, love should feel like a partnership, not a solo endeavor. When you are ready to realize your true worth in a relationship, if you want to feel loved and never alone, leave a comment below with the words "I deserve to be appreciated." Number 3, he shows consistency in the relationship. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with ideas of love that are fleeting, shallow, and often built on unrealistic expectations. But what if true love isn't about grand gestures or constant excitement? What if it's about something much deeper, something more enduring and resilient? Let's explore how consistency in love, backed by the wisdom of Stoic life lessons, can be the true test of a man's commitment. When you're navigating the complexities of life, especially in relationships, consistency becomes the solid foundation upon which everything else stands. A man who truly loves you will not let the circumstances dictate how he treats you or how deeply he cares for you. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This rings true in relationships. If a man's love for you is sincere, his feelings will remain steady and unwavering, regardless of external pressures or temporary challenges. The true test of love is not whether a man is there when life is easy, but whether he remains a steady presence when life becomes difficult, uncertain, or chaotic. Consistency in a relationship means he doesn't love you only when things are going well, but also when life's storms are raging around you. In the modern world, it's easy to be swept up in the excitement of new love or the thrill of the chase. But real, lasting love requires something more: a steadfast commitment to showing up every day. This consistency in love isn't just about words, it's about actions that align with those words. It's about a man who doesn't make promises he can't keep and doesn't offer love only during the good times, but remains dedicated when things aren't so perfect. This steadiness builds trust, reinforces connection, and strengthens the bond over time. Just as the Stoics believed in maintaining inner peace and virtue despite the unpredictable nature of life, a man who truly loves you will embody this principle in his relationship. His love won't fluctuate with mood or circumstance. It will remain strong, calm, and constant, like a rock in the middle of a turbulent sea. Relating this to modern life, think of the many ups and downs we all face: career setbacks, health issues, family problems, or financial struggles. In these challenging times, a man who is genuinely committed to you will continue to show you his love through small but meaningful actions. He'll keep his promises, he'll listen when you need him, and he'll make the effort to maintain the relationship despite the difficulties. His love won't be defined by grand moments, but by the quiet, consistent choices he makes to support and care for you in everyday life. This consistency in his actions ensures that your bond grows stronger, as it proves that his love isn't based on convenience or temporary emotions, but on a deeper, more stable foundation built on respect, trust, and commitment. To win Stoic in love, it's essential to cultivate patience and perseverance, qualities that make a relationship resilient in the face of adversity. As a man, you can reflect on how your actions align with your intentions. If you aim for consistency, you'll build a relationship that is steady and enduring, regardless of the obstacles that come your way. Think of love as a practice, a commitment to showing up day after day with the same dedication and care as you did on the first day. It's not about perfection, but about reliability and trust. If you can remain consistent in your actions and feelings, you'll find that your relationship not only survives but thrives over time, becoming a source of strength for both you and your partner. By embodying the Stoic life lessons of self-control and persistence, you can ensure that your love remains unshaken, even as life brings its inevitable challenges. So when a man shows consistency in his love, he's offering you something far more valuable than temporary passion. He's offering you a love that is grounded in the enduring principles of loyalty, respect, and true emotional commitment. Number 4, he continually efforts to make you feel loved. When a man truly loves you, his efforts don't just end after he wins your heart, they persist every single day. Real love is not defined by a one-time gesture or grand expressions of affection, but by a continuous, unwavering commitment to each other. Think about it. Love isn't simply about those exciting early moments or big romantic gestures. It's about the daily, consistent effort to show care, thoughtfulness, and affection. A man who loves you deeply doesn't just express his love during the honeymoon phase, or when things are easy. He actively works to make you feel loved, appreciated, and cherished throughout the entire relationship. Whether it's sending a thoughtful message, planning a surprise date, or offering a simple gesture of kindness, his actions are a reflection of his deep commitment to you and the relationship. This is where the Stoic mindset can provide valuable insight into how love should be nurtured. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness does not rely on fleeting emotions or external circumstances, but on our inner attitude and deliberate actions. In love, this means that a man who adopts a Stoic mentality understands that the intensity of initial passion fades with time, but real love endures. The key to sustaining love is not to rely on temporary bursts of affection, but to continuously put in the effort to strengthen the bond. A Stoic man knows that love requires daily investment, whether that means spending quality time together, showing appreciation, or simply making an effort to maintain the emotional connection. In this sense, love becomes a daily practice of showing up for each other and actively choosing to care for one another, regardless of external circumstances. Many of us have likely experienced the fading of excitement in a relationship after the initial rush wears off. We may have felt uncertain, wondering whether the love was still there. But with a man who truly loves you, the excitement doesn't disappear. It transforms into something more enduring, a stable foundation built on mutual respect, trust, and continuous effort. When a man genuinely cares about you, he doesn't allow the relationship to become stagnant. Instead, he actively works to keep the connection alive and vibrant. Maybe he sends you a sweet message when you're having a hard day, or plans a surprise to remind you how much he values you. These little gestures show that his love is not a passing emotion, but a steady commitment to making sure you feel cared for, even when life gets busy or stressful. As the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This idea is perfectly applicable to relationships. A man who truly loves you understands that the quality of his thoughts and actions will determine the happiness of the relationship. Instead of relying on grand, one-time acts, he invests in the relationship through consistent, meaningful gestures. These actions are not just signs of affection, they are reflections of a deeper, more profound bond, one that is built on mutual effort, care, and the desire to nurture the connection over time. How does it make you feel when someone goes out of their way to show you they care? It's likely that these small acts of love over time create a deep sense of trust and security in the relationship. Do you believe that love is something that requires sustained effort rather than just a feeling that happens automatically? A man who truly loves you doesn't let the relationship fall into routine or complacency. Instead, he continues to invest in making you feel loved and appreciated every day, ensuring that you never doubt his feelings. His consistent efforts not only bring joy and comfort into your life, but they also create a sense of stability that is not dependent on the highs and lows of external circumstances. Just as Stoicism teaches us that true happiness comes from consistency, self-control, and thoughtful actions, a man who loves you deeply understands that the key to a lasting relationship is ongoing dedication. Love isn't about one grand gesture, it's about small, consistent acts that build a foundation of trust, care, and deep emotional connection. And a man who loves you will never stop trying to make you feel loved, cherished, and appreciated every single day. Number 5, he respects your independence and supports your growth. Have you ever wondered what true love looks like? Especially in today's world where quick fixes and superficial relationships are more common than lasting connections. Well, a man who truly loves you will show his commitment not just through words, but through actions that support your growth and independence. True love isn't about control or restriction, it's about respect and encouragement to help each other grow into the best versions of yourselves. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. This perspective is key in understanding love in the context of a meaningful, long-lasting relationship. A man who genuinely loves you will never make you feel like you must sacrifice your personal dreams or ambitions for the sake of the relationship. Instead, he will be your biggest supporter, helping you navigate challenges while cheering for your success every step of the way. In a healthy relationship, love isn't about losing yourself in someone else's world. It's about standing side by side, each of you retaining your individuality while supporting one another's growth. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly supported in your own personal or professional journey? Maybe you've been in a relationship where you had to put your dreams on the back burner and it left you feeling unfulfilled, or worse, questioning your own worth. A Stoic life lesson teaches us the importance of personal growth and self-discipline, but it also emphasizes that such growth is necessary for a truly fulfilling life. True love, according to Stoicism, doesn't stifle your ambitions or passions, it nurtures them. A man who truly loves you will celebrate every milestone you achieve, whether it's pursuing a new career, going back to school, or simply taking time for personal growth. He will not only stand by you, but also encourage you to chase your dreams with confidence and determination. Love should never feel like a burden or a roadblock in your life's journey. It should feel like a foundation that lifts you higher. Think about how you feel when your partner supports you fully, not just in the good times, but especially when you face obstacles or setbacks. This support allows you to become the best version of yourself, empowered and free to achieve your personal goals. A high-value man knows that love isn't about losing yourself in someone else's identity, but about growing together as individuals. He understands that true love lies in lifting each other up rather than holding each other back. If you're in a relationship where your personal growth is stifled or your ambitions are sidelined, it might be time to reflect on what love means to both of you. A man who loves you with the depth of the Stoic mentality will always recognize the importance of fostering your independence while supporting you through your journey. He knows that true love doesn't involve controlling the other person or making them feel they must choose between love and personal happiness. Instead, love is about mutual respect, understanding, and the unwavering belief that both individuals can achieve greatness while remaining united. So ask yourself, is your partner encouraging your growth, or are they unknowingly limiting your potential? True love, according to Stoic principles, is about finding strength and freedom in the relationship, creating a balance between togetherness and individuality that allows both of you to soar. You're here because you understand the value of independence and personal growth in a relationship. Leave a comment with share more about how to respect independence in love to show that you're ready to apply these wise principles to your life. Number 6, he shows empathy and understanding. When it comes to the foundation of true love, empathy and understanding play crucial roles. A man who genuinely loves you doesn't simply hear the words you speak, he listens with his heart. He tunes into your emotions, sensing when you're struggling, and understands the weight of what you're carrying. His response isn't quick reassurance or an attempt to dismiss your feelings, but rather a deep, thoughtful understanding of your experiences. It's a powerful act of love to have someone truly listen, offering their undivided attention without rushing to solve everything. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. A man who loves you with a Stoic mentality knows that his role is not to fix every problem immediately, but to be emotionally present, to hear you without judgment, and to offer consistent support. He understands that love isn't just about big romantic gestures or easy times, it's about showing up for you, especially in the challenging moments. Have you ever experienced a time when someone listened to you deeply and truly understood your needs, even without offering a solution? How did that make you feel in comparison to when someone simply tried to fix the situation for you? It's these moments of emotional connection that create lasting bonds in relationships. True love thrives in an environment of empathy where both partners feel safe enough to express their deepest thoughts and emotions. Love isn't about avoiding each other's pain or shielding one another from life's difficulties, but rather walking through those challenges together. A man who genuinely loves you doesn't see you as someone to be fixed or saved. He sees you as his equal, someone deserving of respect, compassion, and care. He doesn't rush to offer solutions or quickly tell you everything will be okay in an attempt to end the conversation and move on. Instead, he stays present with you, validating your feelings and supporting you in a way that shows he truly cares. A high-value man who loves you deeply understands that your emotions are just as important as his own, and he won't downplay or dismiss what you're experiencing. He will allow you to be fully yourself, expressing your true feelings, knowing that your emotional world is safe in his presence. Have you ever been in a relationship where your emotions were dismissed or you were told to just get over it? How did that affect your connection with your partner? True empathy in love creates an open, secure space where both people can feel heard, appreciated, and understood without fear of judgment. This deeper understanding goes beyond simply being there when things are easy or convenient. It's about remaining committed to each other through the tough moments that life throws your way. True love doesn't shy away from conflict, and it certainly doesn't avoid the hard emotions that come with difficult times. A man who loves you in the truest sense embodies the Stoic practice of embracing life's challenges with resilience and patience. He knows that he can't control everything that happens to you, but he can choose how to respond. His love is not conditional on your happiness or the smoothness of life's journey. Instead, it is unwavering, rooted in emotional maturity, patience, and consistent support. When life feels overwhelming and you're facing uncertainty or hardship, he will be there, calm, steady, and understanding. He won't rush to take the burden from you, but will stand beside you, providing the emotional comfort you need to navigate it together. The constant effort a man puts into showing empathy is what strengthens the relationship over time, building a foundation of trust and loyalty that nothing can easily shake. In moments of adversity, it's easy to feel isolated or misunderstood. But when you have a partner who truly loves you, you will never feel like your emotions are being ignored or diminished. Instead, you'll feel deeply seen, valued, and loved for exactly who you are. Love in its truest form is not about avoiding the inevitable bumps in the road, but about facing them with someone who is committed to understanding you and offering comfort. This deep, ongoing effort to empathize and support each other is what makes love resilient. It creates a bond that can withstand anything life throws at it. As the Stoic principles of happiness and resilience teach us, true happiness comes not from avoiding hardships, but from navigating them with wisdom and grace. A man who truly loves you doesn't just ride along with you during smooth times, but walks through life's storms by your side. This is the kind of love that endures, built on emotional intelligence, respect, and an unwavering commitment to understanding each other. It's grounded in the stoic happiness that emerges from facing life's challenges with a partner who stands by you, empathetic and resolute in his support. Thank you for watching. True love is not just about words or gestures, but about the consistent actions, patience, and care that build a strong foundation. By recognizing these signs, you can see that the love you experience is genuine and enduring. At Win Stoic, we believe in embracing the principles of modern Stoic wisdom to cultivate deeper connections and meaningful relationships. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. And make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Stay committed, stay strong, and keep winning with Stoic principles.